Alright, boys. It's late November, and as you can see by the trees all around me, there's pretty much no leaves left. They're all on the ground, about 6 inches thick, it looks like. That's what it sounds like too when you walk on them, like post toasties. Deer movement has tightened up quite a bit, which is normal this time of year. Once leaves leave the trees, the deer start hugging the cover. Your best bet of finding them is getting in the cover or trying to catch them in pinch points, traveling routes. We got a pretty good breeze right now, and it's still early, about 1:30 I think, maybe a quarter to 2. So I figured I better knock out an intro right now while I still can, and I'll show you around here a little bit. And actually, this is where we were at when I shot that small 10-point that we thought went to the coyotes. Turns out that buck's still alive 3 weeks later. It looks like a perfect shot behind the right shoulder. So I can only assume, because of the slight angle, that the arrow, or should I say the broadhead, ricocheted off of the rib and kicked forward. That's why I kind of thought I might have hit a little bit back, but that was just the fletching. It was a really great shot. As far as placement on the deer, you would think. Yeah, but we got a picture of him, and I'll add it in here, maybe at the end of this video. But yeah, he's still walking around. And yeah, he's a 10-point. So that's glad to see he's still walking around. The coyotes didn't get him. But like I said, sometimes you're the server, not the guest of honor. You gotta take the good with the bad. Just remember, it's always a great day when you're sitting at the table of the Lord, feasting on the banquet He has provided for us. So maybe He'll provide us with that same 10-point this afternoon. Somebody else hasn't already killed him. Or maybe He'll provide us with a different buck. Let that one grow another couple of years. The truth is, if I'd had my compound bow with me back in the day, I wouldn't have shot him. But I just got this brand new long bow, and I got a trigger finger. I definitely want to send the arrows. So this afternoon, I'll probably shoot just about anything that walks by, besides little towheads. And I probably still won't shoot a little buck. He's going to have a rack on his head at least a little bit anyway. And we got cloud cover today. Slight chance of a sprinkle or two, and I didn't bring an umbrella. Definitely don't want an umbrella on a day like today. Overcast sky. If it's not definitely going to rain. Because in high winds, it's flapping around a lot. And that's no good. So, I show you a quick show around the area before. Ain't much changed besides the leaves ain't on the tree no more. That I showed you last time. Oh, and I rerouted my tree stand on this tree. I had it facing due south. That wasn't the best direction. It needed to be with this pond behind me. That way I can see them coming behind these white oaks right here beside me, and see them to the left, and see them out in the woods. Because they're really not going to cross the middle of that pond to come to me. And if they're coming around the edge of it, it makes it real easy to look over my right shoulder and see them. Look over on the left and see them. Now I know in the camera, because it's backwards, you're thinking that's my right shoulder. It's not. But alright, better quit joking around. Get serious about this. Get settled in. And let's hope a big whitetail buck comes by. Or a big mature doe. Alright, like I said, I'll turn you around real quick and let you see the area one more time. Yep, here we go. And right down there, about 8 yards is where that buck was standing when I shot him. Ran off up that hill right there and walked out of my life. But at least he's still walking. That's a great thing. All right. Let's see me around here. Let's see. There's the trail I got raked out where that 10-point came from when he finally came in for a shot. After he got through doing all his running around me, he was doing that day. And then let me see if I can get you turned all the way around. This tree right here. Here we go. There's the bow. There's the pond behind me. Yep. I'm really expecting the deer to come around that pond over there on the four-wheeler trail. Maybe cut through those hardwoods and little small cedars right there. They might actually make it all the way to this trail that I just showed you. But that's not really what I expect them to do. But alright. Get you around the other direction right quick. And yeah, if they come around the pond from over there, I get to see them coming. And with these post-toasted leaves and no rain, there's a really good chance I'll actually hear them coming. We've seen some really nice bucks on camera over here. Just need one of them to come by here while I'm sitting here. But alright, I'll turn you off. If anything exciting happens, I'll turn you back on. Well, as Scooby-Doo would say, ruh-roh. That little sprinkle I mentioned a while ago we might get, one of them just hit me. Whoa. It was a quick downpour. I'm glad it didn't last but about 30 seconds. Because I figured I was about to get drenched. It come through here in a hurry, you could hear it coming. I had to cover up the camera. Try to protect it because I wasn't sure how bad it's going to get. Otherwise I would have turned it on. But it's passed through. I don't see any more dark clouds back behind me too bad, so maybe that's the only one we're going to get. Maybe I'll get them deer up and moving. But alright, I just wanted to give you an update. Face mask's about to fall back down anyway. I better get back after it. Stop me moving around up here so much. Like I said, no leaves on these trees. Makes us stick out like a sore thumb. So movement's gotta be nice, slow, steady. Keep the head on the swivel. Well, alright. Like I said, I'll turn you back on if anything happens. And hopefully something does. Alright, back at you later. Well, evening, folks. Well, never did see any deer today on stand, but today wasn't a total loss. We got to find out that the buck I shot nearly 3 weeks ago is still alive and walking around and is doing just fine. So that's a big plus. And the highlight of the day was the rain shower, which I'll call that a win as well, just for the fact that it didn't last very long. Because if it had have, I probably would have got drenched, as I didn't bring that umbrella we talked about. But not a bad day. Enjoyed sitting in the tree. Like I said, you can't complain. You're out there chasing after the white-tailed deer. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. And the fact that we found out that the buck I shot's still alive, that's a win. The fact that that rain shower didn't really soak me, that's a win. So, it gives us a chance to hunt him later or hunt him next year, provided he makes it through the season. But alright, this video is going to be kind of short, and I'll go ahead and close it out and go ahead and post it. So the fact that we did find out that we didn't kill that buck, that the coyotes didn't get to eat him. So, hope everybody else's season is going well. Hope everybody's feeding their bows all they can eat, especially all you trad bows hunters. And we'll catch you next time. Y'all take care.